There are 7 slot machines sitting on casino floors right now that offer dramatically better odds than everything around them. And casinos are hiding them in plain sight, hoping you never find them. I spent 16 years as a casino floor supervisor and slot operations coordinator at properties in Las Vegas, Atlantic City, and tribal casinos across 5 states. My responsibilities included strategic machine placement based on performance data, analyzing daily hold percentage reports, coordinating with manufacturers on floor optimization, and implementing placement strategies specifically designed to maximize casino revenue while minimizing player discovery of favorable machines. During those 16 years, I identified 7 specific slot machine titles that casinos deliberately hide through strategic placement, zero promotional support, and sometimes outright deception about their locations. These machines offer superior RTP, return to player, percentages, exploitable features, or mathematical characteristics that make them genuinely better bets than 90% of machines receiving prominent floor placement and heavy marketing. You've suspected casinos hide their best machines, that the games they promote most aggressively are never the ones offering best player odds, that somewhere on every floor are machines offering genuinely fair mathematics that casinos hope you never discover. You're absolutely right. And I'm about to reveal exactly which 7 machines casinos are hiding and precisely where to find them. Before I expose these 7 hidden machines, I need 3 things immediately. First, hit that like button right now. Second, subscribe and activate notifications, because casinos absolutely do not want this specific information reaching players. Third, comment below. Have you ever stumbled across a machine that seemed too good to be true? You may have found one of these 7. These 7 machines represent casino management's worst nightmare. Games they're legally required to offer or contractually obligated to maintain, but whose mathematics are so favorable that widespread player discovery would devastate profit margins. Understanding which machines casinos hide reveals exactly where your best opportunities exist. Let me start with a mechanical classic that offers RTP so generous, casinos literally banished it to back corners. Machine number 1. Blazing Sevens Triple Jackpot. The 96% to 97% RTP mechanical classic casinos hide in corner positions. Blazing Sevens Triple Jackpot is a 3-reel mechanical slot machine that's been operating since the early 2000s. It looks ancient compared to modern video slots. Just 3 physical reels with classic 7 symbols, straightforward jackpot display, 0 animations, no movie characters, no elaborate bonus rounds. And that antiquated appearance is exactly why casinos hide it while keeping it operational. Here's what floor performance data revealed. Blazing Sevens machines configured as triple jackpot versions operate at 96% to 97% RTP. That's dramatically superior to most modern video slots running 88% to 94% RTP. But Blazing Sevens generates approximately $180 daily profit per machine. Meanwhile, a modern Buffalo Gold video slot in prime location generates over $600 daily. Same floor space. Wildly different revenue. Casinos made calculated decisions. As a supervisor coordinating floor placement, I received explicit instructions. Position Blazing Sevens in corner locations, never in main walkways. At MGM properties, these machines were relegated to back sections near older table games. At tribal casinos, they occupied original gaming areas that hadn't been renovated. The strategy was transparent. Maintain the machines to satisfy longtime loyal players who specifically sought them out, but ensure casual players never accidentally discovered them. The maintenance cost for mechanical reels, plus the lower profit margin, meant these machines barely justified their floor space from management's perspective. That's why you'll never see casino advertisements featuring them. But for players who understand RTP, These represent some of the best mathematical bets available. The specific tell for finding genuine triple jackpot versions. Check the glass carefully. It must explicitly say triple jackpot. There are other Blazing Sevens variations without that designation using completely different mathematics. Here's fascinating detail. Because these are mechanical machines, experienced players claim you can actually hear pattern sounds when reels land on high-value symbols. Whether this provides genuine predictive value is debatable, but it represents information completely unavailable from digital machines. Machine number 2. Ultimate X Video Poker Triple Play. The multiplier carryover machine casinos stopped promoting entirely. Ultimate X isn't traditional slot, but it occupies slot floor space and represents one of the most aggressively hidden games in modern casinos. Specifically, the triple play version, where you play 3 poker hands simultaneously. Here's the feature casinos desperately want minimized. Ultimate X has multiplier features that carry over between players. Winning hands activate multipliers for subsequent hands. When someone plays, builds up multipliers, then leaves the machine, those multipliers remain active for whoever plays next. Finding an abandoned Ultimate X machine with 8x, 10x, or 12x multipliers still loaded is essentially finding free money. You're playing poker hands with guaranteed multipliers on every win, dramatically shifting expected value in your favor. Why do players leave active multipliers? Confusion, primarily. Many casual players don't realize multipliers carry over to next hands. Some think the feature resets automatically upon cash out. Others get frustrated after losing streaks and abandon machines without checking what they've built up. Occasionally, players simply run out of credits or time. The advantage remains for whoever discovers it next. This isn't illegal or rule-violating. It's pure, observational advantage play. But it devastates casino profit margins on these machines. According to operational data I reviewed, when Ultimate X machines occupied high-traffic areas, advantage players checked them constantly. Some professional players developed daily routes across multiple properties, systematically scanning every Ultimate X machine for abandoned multipliers. Casinos implemented two-part strategy. First, they ceased all Ultimate X promotion. No advertisements, no player communications, nothing. Second, they relocated these machines to maximally inconvenient locations. At strip casinos, Ultimate X machines were positioned near parking garage entrances, in empty corridors between casino sections, or near back service areas. One property where I worked deliberately placed Ultimate X machines near employee break room entrances, so staff would naturally notice players repeatedly checking machines without playing. The telltale sign of advantage play scouting. The specific identifier: you need machines displaying 3 separate poker hands stacked vertically with Ultimate X logo, and multiplier displays above each hand. Not all video poker is Ultimate X. Not all Ultimate X is triple play. You need that specific combination. Let me tell you about an incident from 2017 at a strip property. A coordinated group of advantage players was systematically exploiting Ultimate X multipliers. They'd text each other locations of favorable machines, coordinate coverage across the floor. The casino couldn't prove anything illegal, but eventually invoked their right to refuse service and banned the entire group. Several other strip properties quietly implemented similar policies afterward. What makes Ultimate X particularly problematic for casinos? They can't eliminate the multiplier carryover feature because that's the core game mechanic. They can't remove video poker entirely due to customer demand and certain regulatory requirements. So they're trapped hosting a game players love while their only defense is hiding it and monitoring for suspicious behavior. Machine number 3. Triple Red Hot Sevens Free Games version. The loyalty program exploit casinos moved to smoking sections. Triple Red Hot Sevens with the free games feature represents a specific variant casinos systematically removed from prominent positions over the past 5 years. The game itself appears straightforward. Looks like simple three-reel classic, but it conceals a free games bonus triggering surprisingly often. Here's what internal analysis revealed. A combination of decent base RTP, around 94% to 95%, plus frequent free game bonuses created situations where players using maximum comp benefits could achieve effective returns exceeding 100%. This wasn't machine malfunction. This was casinos miscalculating how their loyalty programs would interact with the game's volatility patterns. A property in Pennsylvania ran detailed analysis discovering players with platinum tier status were generating positive expected value because free game bonuses combined with comp dollars created excessive return. The casino's solution wasn't adjusting loyalty programs. That would anger high-value customers. Instead, they relocated all triple red hot sevens machines to locations where platinum players were statistically unlikely to encounter them. The placement strategy was calculating. At many casinos, these machines now occupy smoking sections, despite most gambling floors being smoke-free. This choice was deliberately tactical. High-value loyalty program members, typically older, wealthier demographics, overwhelmingly prefer non-smoking environments. By positioning triple red hot sevens in smoking sections, casinos ensured the exact demographic capable of exploiting the mathematics never played these machines. It's environmental gatekeeping without explicitly banning anyone. A former compliance officer from Tribal Casino revealed they specifically tracked which machines loyalty program members played. When they noticed platinum and diamond tier players clustering on certain games, those games got flagged for floor optimization, corporate terminology for moving them to inferior locations. Triple Red Hot Sevens was among the most frequently flagged games across multiple properties. What makes this particularly manipulative? Casinos actively encourage loyalty program enrollment. They promote benefits. They send emails about point multiplier days. They create entire marketing campaigns around comp dollars and free play. But behind the scenes, they're tracking which machines loyalty members play and relocating games that are too favorable. It's analogous to offering coupons while simultaneously hiding products those coupons work best on. The specific identifier for this version. The title card must explicitly say Triple Red Hot Sevens with free games. There are other Red Hot Sevens variations without the free games feature using completely different mathematics. Former technicians mentioned the free games version often displays a small gold star indicator near the title card, though this varies by property and machine age. Machine number 4, 9-6 Jacks, or better video poker. The 99ers, 54% RTP machine casinos are legally required to offer, but desperately hide. 9-6 Jacks, or better video poker, isn't technically a slot machine, but it occupies slot floor space and represents perhaps the single most aggressively hidden game in casino environments. The 9-6 designation means full house pays 9 credits and flush pays 6 credits per credit bet. Here's the mathematical reality. 9-6 Jacks, or better with perfect strategy, offers 99.54% RTP. That's superior to virtually any slot machine in any casino worldwide. Casinos maintain 9-6 Jacks or better machines because they're required to offer video poker in most regulated markets. But they absolutely do not want players actually discovering and playing it. So machines exist in terrible locations with terrible visibility. At Vegas Strip properties, these are positioned in hallways near parking garages or in sections reserved for locals who know specifically to search for them. The average recreational gambler doesn't understand video poker pay tables. They see video poker machines and assume they're equivalent. But the difference between 9-6 Jacks or better and 8-5 Jacks or better is enormous. That pay table change drops RTP by over 2%. Casinos promote the worst video poker versions while hiding the superior ones. An incident perfectly illustrates this. A player asked a floor supervisor where video poker machines were located. The supervisor escorted him to a bank of video poker machines near the high-limit area. Every single machine was 8 to 5 jacks or better, inferior pay tables. The player never requested 9-6 specifically, so the supervisor technically answered the question while steering him toward worse machines. The 9-6 machines were 3 sections away near a back exit. What makes video poker particularly problematic for casinos? Skilled players can achieve RTPs exceeding 100% when factoring in casino comps and promotional offers. If you're playing 9-6 jacks or better with perfect strategy while earning players' club points, you can sometimes generate small, positive expected value. Professional video poker players exist who grind out small, consistent profits by hunting 9-6 machines and maximizing comp programs. Casinos can't eliminate these machines without regulatory complications. They can't remove comp programs without customer backlash. So, they make 9-6 machines maximally difficult to locate. It's compromise protecting most casino profits while technically meeting regulatory requirements. Think of casinos as restaurants legally required to offer water, but really wanting you ordering soda. They'll provide water if you specifically request it, but they won't advertise it, and staff will suggest every alternative first. The identifier is the pay table itself. You must verify full house pays 9 and flush pays 6. Any other combination, 8-6, 8-5, 7-5, 6-5, represents inferior mathematics. Take 30 seconds to verify pay tables before inserting any money. Machine number 5, double diamond red, white, and blue. The 98% RTP mechanical hidden in high-limit rooms configured for quarters. Double diamond is classic slot brand, but there's one specific version called red, white, and blue that's nearly extinct on modern casino floors. This particular machine achieves RTP approaching 98% in certain configurations. That's virtually unheard of for casino slots. The machine is deliberately simple. 3 reels, classic symbols, straightforward payouts, 0 bonus rounds, 0 complicated features. Just spin and either win or lose based purely on symbol combinations. According to technician who worked at properties on the Strip, these machines enjoyed massive popularity throughout the 1990s and early 2000s. But as casinos analyzed mathematics compared to modern games, they initiated phase-out procedures. However, they couldn't remove them entirely because certain jurisdictions maintain regulations requiring minimum quantities of mechanical reel machines available. So double diamond red, white, and blue machines still exist, but they're hidden through clever placement exploitation. At many casinos, they're positioned in high-limit rooms, but configured to accept quarters or dollars, not just high-denomination bets. This placement strategy is brilliant from casino perspective. Positioning them in high-limit rooms discourages regular players from discovering them because most assume everything in those areas requires substantial bets. But the machines technically satisfy regulatory requirements for mechanical reel availability. A compliance officer from Nevada Casino explained that during regulatory audits, inspectors specifically requested to see mechanical reel machines. The casino had to demonstrate they existed and were playable. But nowhere in regulations did it specify the casino must advertise locations or make them easily discoverable. This regulatory loophole allowed casinos complying with law's letter while protecting profits. The visual identifier: you're seeking red, white, and blue color scheme on the glass with double diamond logo. Not just any double diamond machine. It must be the red, white, and blue themed version. Former employees mentioned these are sometimes labeled as patriotic versions in internal systems. Think of casino floors as magician's stage. Everything you're supposed to see is brightly illuminated and center-positioned. Everything they don't want you noticing remains in shadows at the edges. These double diamond machines are deliberately maintained in those shadows. Machine number 6. Quick Hit Platinum Triple Blazing Sevens. A high hit frequency machine generating insufficient profit for prime locations. Quick Hit Platinum is an extremely popular video slot series, but there's one specific version called Triple Blazing Sevens that casinos actively hide. The issue is hit frequency. Quick Hit Platinum Triple Blazing Sevens triggers bonuses roughly 30% more frequently than standard quick hit machines. It was designed this way to appeal to players preferring frequent smaller wins rather than rare massive jackpots. When initially released, casinos positioned it in prime locations. But they quickly discovered a problem. Players remained on these machines for hours because frequent bonuses extended bankrolls substantially. This is problematic for casinos because they generate revenue on volume of bets, not time spent sitting. A player occupying a machine for 4 hours betting slowly generates less revenue than 3 players cycling through that same machine in 4 hours betting more aggressively. The solution was simultaneously elegant and deceptive. Casinos maintained the machines, but relocated them to terrible positions. At Caesar's Palace, these are near back exits, or in hallways connecting different casino sections. At MGM properties, they're in older tower sections away from main floors. The machines exist, and they're playable, but casual guests will almost never encounter them accidentally. A data analyst shared revealing numbers. When Triple Blazing Sevens occupied prime location, it generated approximately $320 daily profit. When moved to back location, daily profit dropped to approximately $160. But, and this is the critical insight, that same prime location could host a different machine, generating $550 daily profit. So casinos make more money by hiding the quick hit machine in inferior location and positioning something else in the premium spot. It's floor space optimization, maximizing overall revenue. The identifier, the title screen must display Platinum and Triple Blazing Sevens together. There are numerous quick hit variations. Most are fine for casinos to promote. This specific one is not. This version often offers betting denominations starting at penny level, making it even more dangerous for casino profits because players stretch money further. There's interesting secondary effect. Players who accidentally discover these machines often become extremely loyal to them because they perform noticeably better than surrounding options. Casinos learn to accept this. They'd rather have small numbers of informed players enjoying these machines in bad locations than have them become widely known and popular. It's calculated sacrifice. Machine number 7. Ocean Magic Grand. The state carryover machine casinos position under surveillance camera sightlines. Ocean Magic Grand is video slot with unique feature, bubble symbols that randomly appear and can upgrade wins. But there's specific mechanical quirk casinos don't advertise. The bubble feature has states that carry over between players. Former technicians explained that when someone plays Ocean Magic Grand, the bubble accumulation doesn't fully reset after they leave. The next player inherits partially advanced state. This creates advantage play opportunity. Experienced players systematically roam casino floors, seeking Ocean Magic Grand machines left behind in favorable states by previous players. It's similar to Ultimate X multiplier hunting, but subtler and less immediately obvious. Casinos are aware of this behavior and maintain conflicted feelings. These players rarely win enough to significantly hurt profits, but their presence and behavior can be noticed by regular players, potentially educating them about game mechanics. Casinos prefer remain mysterious. The solution casinos implemented: avoid promoting Ocean Magic Grand and position machines in locations where advantage players scouting the floor would be maximally obvious. At most casinos, These machines occupy positions within direct surveillance camera sight lines and near staff stations. Former supervisors mentioned they're trained to watch for players who check machines without sitting down. The telltale sign of advantage scouting. A specific example from Strip Property. They noticed a player checking Ocean Magic Grand machines every morning around 10 a.m. after intoxicated tourists from previous night had abandoned games. This player would check bubble states on multiple machines, then sit at one machine and play for exactly 20 minutes. After tracking this behavior for 2 weeks, they estimated he was generating approximately 102% to 103% return, meaning slightly profitable play. The casino's response wasn't banning him. They simply relocated Ocean Magic Grand machines to different casino section where morning scouting would be more obvious to staff. This reveals casino thinking about these situations. They're not trying to eliminate all advantage play. They're trying to make it difficult enough and obvious enough that only tiny percentage of players attempt it. By not advertising Ocean Magic Grand and positioning it strategically, they control the situation without appearing oppressive. The reason this matters: it demonstrates casinos don't want you understanding game mechanics beyond insert money, press button, usually lose. Any player displaying genuine game comprehension becomes subject to increased scrutiny. Now let me explain why these 7 machines specifically appear on this hidden list and how you strategically exploit this knowledge. Common characteristics shared by all 7. Superior RTP or exploitable features. All 7 offer either dramatically better base RTP, 96% to 99.54%, compared to heavily promoted machines, 88% to 92%, or they possess exploitable carryover features, creating advantage play opportunities. Low casino profitability. All 7 generate significantly less daily profit than alternative machines occupying equivalent floor space, making them poor choices for premium locations from management perspective. Contractual or regulatory obligations. Casinos maintain these machines primarily because they're contractually obligated to manufacturers, required by regulations, or removing them would alienate small but loyal customer segments. Strategic hiding through placement. All 7 are positioned in low visibility, inconvenient, or psychologically discouraging locations, specifically to minimize casual player discovery. Your exploitation strategy. Strategy 1. Systematically scout for all 7 machines. Don't walk the obvious paths through casino main floors. Deliberately explore back sections, corner positions, hallways near parking or service areas, high-limit rooms, smoking sections. The 7 machines I've revealed are hidden in these locations across virtually every major casino. Create personal floor maps documenting exactly where each machine type is located at properties you frequent. This reconnaissance investment pays dividends every subsequent visit. Strategy 2. Verify specific versions and pay tables. Multiple machines share base names, but employ completely different mathematics. Blazing Sevens exists in various configurations. You need specifically Triple Jackpot version. Red Hot Sevens has multiple variants. You need specifically Free Games version. Video poker machines vary wildly by pay table. Verify the exact 9-6 designation. Invest 30 seconds verification before risking any money. This diligence separates informed players from casual players. Casinos profit from maximally. Strategy 3. Understand and exploit carryover features. For Ultimate X and Ocean Magic Grand, you're not just playing the machines, you're hunting for favorable states left by previous players. This requires patience and systematic observation. Walk the floor checking these machines before committing to play. Some advantage players dedicate 15 to 30 minutes pure scouting before wagering a single dollar. This disciplined approach dramatically improves expected value. Strategy 4. Apply strict bankroll management even on favorable machines. Even with superior RTP or exploitable features, you still need absolute financial discipline. The 1% rule remains essential. Never wager more than 1% of total bankroll per spin. Set predetermined limits before playing. Loss limit: maximum you'll lose before leaving, typically 25% to 30% of total bankroll. Win limit: predetermined profit target, triggering serious evaluation about continuing or cashing out. Time limit: maximum session duration, regardless of financial position. These limits must be established before playing and enforced without exception. Even the best machine still maintains house edge over sufficient time. Strategy 5. Maintain low profile to avoid casino scrutiny. If you're systematically hunting carryover features or exclusively playing hidden high RTP machines, you're engaging in behavior casinos specifically monitor. Don't discuss your strategy openly on the floor. Don't celebrate too enthusiastically when finding favorable conditions. Don't make your pattern recognition obvious to surveillance or staff. The goal is extracting value without triggering the attention that leads to machine relocation or personal scrutiny. Let me tell you about a player named Thomas, who demonstrated both the opportunity and the risk. Thomas had identified all the hidden high RTP machines at his local tribal casino. He documented their locations, created optimal play schedule, understood the mathematics perfectly. Thomas would arrive Tuesday and Thursday mornings, play exclusively Blazing Sevens Triple Jackpot, 9-6 jacks or better, and Ultimate X when he found favorable multipliers. Over 14 months, Thomas deposited approximately $26,000 and returned approximately $24,000. He lost $2,000 over 14 months, approximately $143 monthly average. For context, typical players lose 15% to 25% of deposits. Thomas's 7.7% loss rate was exceptional, achieved purely through superior machine selection and disciplined play. But Thomas made a critical error. He became too predictable and too obvious. He played the same machines, the same days, at the same times. Eventually, surveillance noticed the pattern. Management reviewed his play. They realized he was exclusively targeting their least profitable machines. The casino didn't ban Thomas. That would admit their floor contained exploitably favorable machines. Instead, they relocated 3 of his regular machines to different sections without announcement. When Thomas arrived for his normal session, his preferred Blazing Sevens machine was gone, replaced overnight. Thomas understood immediately what happened. The message was clear: we know what you're doing, and we'll keep moving pieces to neutralize your advantage. Thomas now varies his schedule and machines more, understanding that optimal exploitation requires staying below radar. Let's summarize the 7 slot machines casinos hide from you and why. Blazing Sevens Triple Jackpot, 96-97% RTP Mechanical Classic. Generates only $180 daily versus $600+ for modern video slots in equivalent space, hidden in corner positions and back sections. Ultimate X Video Poker Triple Play. Multiplier carryover creates advantage play opportunities. Casinos ceased all promotion and moved to inconvenient locations near parking or service areas. Triple Red Hot Sevens Free Games, 94-95% RTP, plus frequent bonuses, allows loyalty program members to achieve 100% plus effective return. Relocated to smoking sections to discourage high-value player discovery. 9-6 jacks or better video poker, 99.54% RTP with perfect strategy. Required by regulations but hidden in back hallways. Casinos promote inferior 8-5 versions instead. Double Diamond Red, White, Blue, 98% RTP Mechanical Classic. Hidden in high-limit rooms, but configured for quarters, Chachuan dollars, discouraging regular player discovery while satisfying regulations. Quick Hit Platinum Triple Blazing Sevens, 30% higher bonus frequency extends bankrolls too effectively, generates $160 daily in back locations versus $550 potential from different machines in prime spots. Ocean Magic Grand Bubble State Carryover creates advantage opportunities, positioned under surveillance sight lines near staff stations to make scouting obvious. Universal truth about these 7 machines. They represent the intersection of favorable mathematics, exploitable features, and casino strategic hiding. Casinos maintain them due to obligations, but minimize discovery through placement, zero promotion, and sometimes active misdirection. Your advantage comes from knowledge, observation, and discipline. Know which machines to seek. Understand where casinos hide them. Verify specific versions before playing. Exploit carryover features when available. Maintain discipline about bankroll management. Stay below radar to avoid countermeasures. The house always maintains mathematical edge long-term, but playing the 7 machines casinos hide dramatically improves your odds of minimizing losses and occasionally leaving ahead. If you found this valuable, I need 3 actions immediately. First, subscribe and hit notifications. I'm continuing to expose casino industry secrets, hidden machine locations, and strategic player advantages based on operational insider knowledge. Second, share this video with anyone who plays slots. Understanding which 7 machines casinos hide could save them thousands of dollars annually. Third, watch this video here where I reveal the specific floor sections where casinos position their tightest, most predatory machines, the exact opposite of what I've revealed today. Before closing, the mandatory legal disclaimer. If you or someone you know struggles with gambling addiction, seek professional help immediately. Contact the National Council on Problem Gambling at 1-800-522-4700, available 24 hours daily. This video is educational. I'm revealing strategic placement practices and machine characteristics, not guaranteeing outcomes or encouraging gambling. Slots are entertainment, never income. Even favorable machines maintain house edge. Only gamble with money you can afford to lose completely. Set limits before playing. Enforce limits without exception. Never chase losses. Never play with borrowed money or funds needed for essential expenses. But if you're going to play slots, understanding which 7 machines casinos hide reveals exactly where your best mathematical opportunities exist. These machines offer superior base RTP programming, exploitable carryover features, genuine advantage play opportunities when conditions align, mathematics dramatically better than heavily promoted alternatives. Finding and playing these 7 machines, combined with disciplined bankroll management and low-profile behavior, gives you best possible results available in slot gambling. Knowledge is your weapon. Observation is your strategy. Discipline is your protection. Stealth is your survival. Scout systematically for these 7 machines. Verify specific versions carefully. Exploit favorable conditions when you find them. And remember, casinos hide these games because they're genuinely better for players. Use that knowledge wisely. Until next time, stay informed and stay strategic.